Tonight on NewsCenter, a leaf fire taught students to evacuate the campus library. Traditional music student Heather Alley talks about her upcoming album. Intramural sports have started on campus once again. And the Eagles baseball team was back in action. All of this and more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to News Center. I'm Logan Rout.
And I'm Jason Hall.
And here's what's making headlines for March 5th, 2020.
There was a small leaf fire outside of the Camden Carroll Library Wednesday afternoon. It caused students and faculty to evacuate the building. News Center was on the scene.
Alarms in Camden Carroll Library were set off as a precaution yesterday, forcing people to leave the building. The Moorhead Fire Department was called from MSU, saying that smoke was coming from the library.
On our arrival, we found out the fire was on the outside. It was leaves that had been burning, and the smoke was coming from the leaves. So the interior was okay. There was no fire inside the library.
No one was harmed during this incident, and the fire was extinguished using a few gallons of water. For News Center, I'm Jason Hall.
The Ronald E. and Sharon Beard Cooper Scholarship has been founded and established by Moorhead State to fund MSU students. Both are graduates of Moorhead State and met at MSU before getting married in 1973. Ron and Sharon explained, "We want to help young people reach their goals at MSU. The recipient of the scholarship must be a full-time undergraduate, sophomore, junior, or senior with a minimum 2.5 GPA and majoring in MSU's School of Business Administration."
News Center met with MSU student Kristen Ham to talk about her experience as a visual artist.
Favorite medium most certainly has to be oil. I'm an artist who works in many different mediums. Mostly I do oil painting. Sometimes I do watercolor. I also work digitally as well, of course my minor being photography. The reason being for choosing this specific type of medium would have to be like depending on what kind of art that I want to make and what I want to do. It just kind of depends. For my portraiture, I love to do portraiture specifically, especially in painting. I usually feel that oil is a better medium for portraiture because it stays wet for a really long period and you can continue to rework it and really add things and keep going and really have a lot of texture. When it comes to the overall representation in my pieces and the overall symbolism, I'd say that my work differs depending on maybe what I've experienced. I guess to answer the question easily is life experience, but it just depends on what I'm inspired to make a piece about specifically in that moment, what I need to make a piece about maybe. It just depends on what I'm feeling, what I need to do, and what I want to do. I think my favorite thing about being an artist is, the experience. There's a calming effect and really fun, even meditative experience in making art. And it's really fun to have that kind of brain, I guess, to be able to just want to jump in and paint something and relax, listen to music, and make something that's yours. And it's really an interesting experience to be able to do that, I guess.
News Center met up with two upcoming musicians this past week and talked about their new album.
MSU student Heather Alley and Ryan Gillum are making a bluegrass album at the Traditional Music Center studio. MSU student David Austin Tackett will be helping the two musicians produce their album.
Ryan Gillum and I, we've been friends since my second semester, and we like all the same music, a lot of bluegrass gospel music, Dole Lawson and Daly and Vincent, and we focus a lot on gospel music, so it's definitely just a fun little project that we're wanting to get started, and so we're gonna try and do 10 songs, and it's gonna be all gospel.
You could be down in the valley or up on a hill in His presence. You may not always feel
We're going to have a few mostly originals on the album. So me and Ryan both, we write songs, and so our style just in that, in our songwriting, is going to come out through the album. It's an incredible opportunity. I feel really, really lucky, really, really blessed to be at a school that has put a lot of time and money and effort into this program. And so it's really, really nice that all the students here that are in this program have a place to go. Not a lot of people have that. The first thing I noticed when I came to audition, like the first just stepping into this building, was the accepting community that it was, and that the faculty and even the students too. It's like a big family.
Reporting for News Center, I'm Stephen Banks.
I'm here with Jacelyn Hall. Jacelyn, can you tell us a little bit about what the weather's going to be for this week?
Okay, so today it's really sunny, it's in the 60s, but tomorrow it is going to snow.
Can't believe we're getting snow already again.
Yeah, it's going to drop down to 43, come back up in the 50s, and then go right back up to the 60s.
Well, it's always good we're going to get back up to that warm weather.
Yeah, so tomorrow should be the last little bit of snow that we have.
Yeah, I just really wish Mother Nature would make up her mind.
Definitely.
Really getting ready for this warm weather now. Let's go. Thanks, Jason. When we come back, we have an interview from What's Up Wednesday with Ben Hall.
Come on down to your one-stop place for anything you need on campus. The bookstore is your place to get any school supplies or art supplies that you might need. After that, you can head upstairs to grab a bite to eat. If you need to study or hold a meeting, go to the third floor for a quiet place to sit. So head on down to ADOC. We'll see you soon.
Episode of What's Up Wednesday, Mackenzie Gleason sat down with the Convergent Media student Ben Hall to talk about a new show coming to MSU TV, Eagle Man.
Ben Hall to talk about his new show on MSU TV. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
So you have a new show coming to MSU TV.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So what exactly is the concept of it, and what is this new show?
Okay. Well, so the show, it's called Eagle Man, and the concept is a student at MSU, and on the side, as he's like a student at Morehead State University, he's also a crime fighter. He's a superhero called Eagle Man. So while he's like balancing his superhero life with school, and he just pretty much protects the campus. So the idea of the show came from my buddy Greg Taylor. Initially, it was his idea.
What is your role in the show? Are you more of a director, producer, or do you act in it? Like, where do you stand at?
I wear many hats. I'm a man of many names. So I produce, direct, edit, write, and act, and he does all that as well. So we're pretty much like when it comes to like writing, directing, all the correctivity in the show, we're pretty much manipulating all that. So I'm playing all the villains, and each episode's a different villain, and we're kind of want to go with, I don't know if you've seen the 60s Batman show,
Yes,
Adam
yes.
West, where it's like real campy and there's a lot of goofy like characters.
Yeah.
That's more of the direction we're going with. It's really lighthearted, so
Yeah.
that's what we're going with.
Oh, that's awesome. So you mentioned your friend. Is it just you two doing this on your own?
Oh, no, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but.
Oh, no, you're fine.
So on the creative end, like producing, directing, writing and everything, editing, that's all us. I mean, we'll take suggestions, like, obviously, if someone's acting and they're like, I feel like I should say this, we'll consider things. We're not going to be like real extreme about it, real serious, because it's supposed to be fun. We're doing this for fun. But we obviously will have like cameramen, camera people, camera women, cameramen, we'll have lights, especially if we're outside, we'll need someone to have a bounce, try to get the lighting right. As much as we can manipulate it outside, and then audio, pretty much just like crew positions, but everything else, it's like I said, like producing and writing, that's us.
Okay. So where can we watch Eagle Man, and when does the first episode come out?
Well, the first season comes out next semester. The first episode, we don't really have it planned, but if I'm just going to like say, like, just a wild guess, somewhere in September, maybe early mid-September.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited.
So where can we watch?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
No,
my
you're
bad.
fine.
You can watch it on channel 85, MSU TV if you stay on campus. If you don't, if you want to catch it worldwide, MSU TV 77 on YouTube. It'll be uploaded there.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for being here
Thank you very
and
much.
sharing Eagle Man with us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll be right back after this break.
Hi, I'm Megan Boone. I'm the director of the Career Services Center, and we're an office that helps students choose a major, figure out what they might want to do with the major, as well as polish up any materials they'd be using to market themselves, from resumes to cover letters to preparing for interviews. We also help with grad school applications, so we hope you take advantage of some of our services.
I'm Jason Hall, and this is what's happening this week for weather in Moorhead. So currently in Moorhead, it is 63, it is sunny, the humidity is 18%, and the winds are at 6 miles per hour. The temperature map in Paducah, it is 63, Bowling Green, it is 65, Louisville, it is 60, Frankfort, it is 61, Lexington is 62, London is 61, Moorhead is 63, and Ashland is 62. For tonight's forecast, there'll be a few clouds, maybe some flurries. The low will be 38. There's 5% precipitation, and the sunset will be at 6:31 p.m. For tomorrow's forecast, it'll be cloudy with snow, just a few flurries, nothing too bad, but definitely get out those winter coats again. The high will be 39 and the sunrise is at 21 a.m. For the Moorhead 7-day forecast, Thursday it is 63 and sunny with the low being 49. Tomorrow, Friday, will be cloudy with snow and the low is going to be 29. Saturday, the temps are going to go up a little bit and it'll be mainly sunny. Sunday, it's going to go back to the 60s. It'll be 62, sunshine with a few clouds, and the low will be 43. Monday, it'll be 64 with partly cloudy skies. The low will be 41. Tuesday, we'll see a few clouds and some rain. It'll be 59 with the low being 45. And Wednesday, it'll go back up to the 60s, being 62 with a few chances of rain and cloudy. That's all for the weather. Now let's head to Monet with sports.
To kick sports off today, let's take a look at the Eagle Eye.
What's up, Eagle Empire? I'm Elle Howard, and this is your Eagle Eye Athletic Update. Now let's talk about last week. Beach volleyball opened its season in Fort Wayne, Indiana at the Principia College Beach Bash, where they won all 4 matches to begin their season with a perfect record. And a huge congratulations goes out to our women's golf team for claiming the championship in the Oyster Shuck Match Play Tournament in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, where they won all 3 matches. Men's and women's basketball continued OVC play as they traveled to Clarksville, Tennessee to play Austin Peay on Thursday, and then traveled to Richmond to play Eastern Kentucky on Saturday. The women's team closed its 2019-2020 season with a pair of setbacks, while the men dropped both games as well. But despite the losses, the men's basketball team qualified for the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament. Coming up this week for basketball, the men will travel to Evansville, Indiana for the start of the tournament, where they will face Tennessee State on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Single game tickets for MSU's game are still available by calling 606-783-2386. And as always, you can stream the matchup on ESPN Plus or listen on 96.3 FM WIVY and on MSUEagles.com. Baseball hosted Southern Illinois at home this past weekend. After a loss on Friday, the Eagles put together an exciting late rally to win 11-7 Saturday before falling in the series finale on Sunday. Coming up this week, softball travels to Ohio Chillicothe for a Wednesday doubleheader beginning at 1 p.m. Last week, softball played in the Hampton Classic where they faced Howard, Norfolk State, and Hampton. With their win over Howard on Sunday, they eclipsed their entire win total from 2019. Men's golf is back in action as they travel to Auburn, Alabama for the Tiger Invitational Sunday through Tuesday. Baseball travels to Louisville, Kentucky to play nationally ranked Louisville on Tuesday at 3 p.m. They will come back home to face Belmont in the first OVC series this week. Game times are set for 3 p.m. Friday, 2 p.m. Saturday, and 1 p.m. Sunday. And finally, also coming up this week, soccer plays Marshall on Saturday at 1 p.m. at home. To keep up with all Moorhead State athletics, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at MSU Eagles. I'm Elle Howard, and I'll see you next week.
After an outstanding rookie campaign where she got 82 shots blocked and tallied 48 steals, Moorhead State women's basketball freshman Ariel Kirkwood has earned the honor of 2020 Ohio Valley Conference Defensive Player of the Year. She also earned All-OVC Second Team and All-OVC Newcomer. Kirkwood's award-winning season is the first time in women's program history that a newcomer has earned OVC Defensive Player of the Year. Kirkwood's 82 rejections and 2.7 blocks per game led the league. Nationally, she led all guards in block shots and second among freshmen, while also being 10th in the NCAA Division I. The new addition of beach volleyball as a sponsored sport by the Ohio Valley Conference led to many opportunities for the history to be made with the season's opening last weekend. The OVC announced its inaugural pair of the week last Tuesday, with the honor going to Moorhead State's Hannah Keating and Trinity Miller, as they led the Eagles to an undefeated weekend at the Principia College Beach Bash. As a team, Moorhead State captured all 20 possible flights in competition and added 3 additional victories for a total of 23 victories, sweeping the tournament. They secured their first ever perfect weekend. Moorhead State football will host its prospect camp this year on Saturday, June 13th at Jane Stadium. Pre-registration is $40 or $45 for day of registration. Through MSU coaches' evaluations, campers will be able to enhance their position-specific skills in preparation for the upcoming season. For more information, visit the MSU Eagles website. Morehead State men's basketball team qualified as the number 8 seed for the Ohio Valley Conference tournament that began on Wednesday night at the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. The Eagles took on Tennessee State, where they went into overtime and were eventually set back with a loss of 74-67. Morehead State's baseball team dropped 2 of its first 3 home games against Southern Illinois. Coach Aoki was interviewed about the games and preparation for the season.
You know, obviously a little disappointing to lose 2 out of 3, but I thought we played and pitched it quite well. I thought we situationally hit really well on Saturday. I thought the 2 games that we lost were obviously competitive until about the 6th or the 7th inning. We had a couple of innings get away from us. And so we're just sort of still kind of figuring some things out. But overall, I think it was a little microcosm of how the season has gone, right? So up and down a little bit to begin. But a lot of new kids playing and some guys that are getting their opportunities to be starters for the first time and things of that nature. So hopefully we get things going in the right direction. The way that guys respond is different practice versus in game situations. And so now we're getting an opportunity to see how guys are reacting and how they're able to translate the things that we practice into more of a competitive game setting where, you know, their batting averages and our win-loss records and everything count, right? Because up until this point, it's been scrimmages and everything else. And then and then coming up this weekend, we open the really important part of things, which is our conference play, and we open against Belmont, who's had a really good start to their season and has been picked as one of the better teams in the OVC. So we have our work cut out for us, but we're looking forward to the challenge and looking forward to getting better every day as the season goes on. And then obviously on an everyday basis, you're working on trying to improve the skill set of each individual player and not just so much the team.
Stay tuned for more news after the break.
Welcome to Addicts Anonymous. Please state your name and why you're here today.
I'm Mitchell O'Neill, and I'm addicted to toys.
My name is Mindy Brooke. I'm 19 years old, and I'm addicted to pencils.
My name is John Talon, and I'm addicted to Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches.
Introducing the Chick-fil-A Chicken Sandwich, located on the 2nd floor of Aduc at Morehead State University. A sandwich made with tasty hand-breaded chicken seasoned to perfection. Only at Chick-fil-A. Feed your addiction.
You're just gonna throw everything away?
We both know this isn't working out. We shouldn't have to keep trying to make it work. It should just work.
What happened to forever? What happened to everything you ever promised me?
I meant it. In the moment.
No, you can't do that. You can't make promises and then decide to take them back.
Things are different now. You're just not willing to admit it. That was a good take.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Child Abuse Prevention Committee is hosting their 2nd annual dodgeball tournament. It will take place Saturday, March 7th at the Round County Middle School. The cost is $100 for a team of 8 through 10, and each player must be 18 years or older and have a minimum of 2 female players. There is no charge for spectators, and there will be awards for 1st and 2nd place. Donations are also accepted.
A couple from Tennessee survived a dangerous tornado on Tuesday by taking refuge in their bathtub. The couple was identified as Seth Wells and Danielle Theophile from Cookeville, Tennessee. Wells told CBS News that he woke up to a weather advisory alarm on his phone. He ran toward the tub with Danielle soon after he heard the roaring wind. He told CBS, "We were flying in the air into the trees. The house, it just exploded. The house just disintegrated." Wells estimated his home flew around 50 yards down his street. Theophilus stated, "I have no clue how we survived. It's like Wizard of Oz." Both Wells and Theophilus sustained minor injuries from the incident. And on the bright side, following the disaster, Theophilus proposed to Wells and he reportedly said yes.
LA is releasing a new flavor this weekend. This new flavor, Cherry L8 Zero Sugar, was made based off the popular flavor Cherry L8, which was released in 2018. The Clark County Courthouse gave out samples today in Lexington at 3:30, and there will be more samples tomorrow at 5:30 at the Summit at Fritz Farm. Also in Lexington, this flavor will be found in stores starting next week.
The intramural program provides many recreational opportunities for the MSU community. Leagues offered are Women's Open, Men's Open, Greek, Sorority, and Co-Rec. NewsCenter was at the Rec Center to talk with members from Sigma Alpha Epsilon who were participating in basketball.
Intramurals are an opportunity for students or people who are a part of organizations here on campus to come together and play against other organizations in basketball, various different sports we offer here. It's pretty fun. Lets everybody get their competitive, spirits out and have a good time.
Well, for us, not everybody got to go in college and go play, so this is kind of just letting us still be competitive here in college without having to actually play on a collegiate level.
We do intramurals because we want to play against other people, stay in shape, have fun, be competitive, relive our glory days a little bit.
My favorite sport is probably basketball. I enjoy it. It's the only one I'm really decently good at, so.
I would say basketball too. It's the only one I've played yet, so I'd have to say basketball.
There's more news after the break.
We don't care where you are from. We support you. We need you. We love you. In Morehead State University, we major in diversity.
We need you. We love you.
The Office of the President at Morehead State released a statement about information on the coronavirus. Health officials and the Kentucky Governor's Office recently confirmed that there are no known cases of the virus in the Commonwealth. Although MSU students have a low risk of contracting the virus, health officials still recommend everyone on campus wash their hands, avoid others who are sick, and get their annual flu shot. MSU will continue to update students and faculty on this issue if necessary.
Morehead State cheerleading alum Lee Clay hosted a cheer competition in the AAC this past Saturday.
Do It for Doan is a cheer competition for the youth that Lee Clay puts on with the help of current MSU cheerleaders. The cheerleaders do everything from setting up to cleaning up, working concessions, selling t-shirts, and helping everything run smoothly.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's a nice shirt. How much is it? Do It for Doan is named after Myron Doan, who was the coach that started the legacy of Morehead State cheer. Lee Clay cheered for Myron when MSU won their first of many national titles in '88. By hosting these competitions, showcases, clinics, etc., we hope to see the future of what Morehead cheerleading will be. For NewsCenter, I'm Abby Stitt.
The Kentucky General Assembly passed KRS 164-348, requiring University Board of Regents to adopt policies to ensure the protection of fundamental and constitutional rights of all students and faculty to freedom of expression. MSU's Board of Regents approved and adopted PG 65, the Campus Free Speech Protection Policy. This policy meets the requirements of KRS 164-348 and can be read in full on MSU's website.
The St. Clair Healthcare Center will be holding their 19th annual community baby shower April 4th. This event is intended for all pregnant, new and adopting parents. Many educational presentations on topics related to pregnancy and key speakers will be there. For everyone who attends, at least 8 different booths will be put into a drawing for $2,000 in baby shower prizes. For anyone interested in the event, contact the Patient Service Coordinator, McKenna Spence, at 606-783-6600. That's all the news we have this week.
Tune in next week for your weekly news update.